Hey nerds, join us on Discord and hit that subscribe button.
Hi, I'm Flynn.
Sika.
Thessaly.
Olma.
Brother Brim.
Cloak. And I'm your DM, Ethan. Welcome to Venture Forth. Previously, the party had ventured into the raging woods, following Brother Brim with his mysterious magical device that he had specially tuned to magical signatures that were similar to Olma's. And as you all went into the woods to investigate where Olma's family could possibly be, you were greeted by a string of dead Red Wolf cultists. It appeared that they were in some sort of chase, attacking something as it was running away, and as Brim came across 4 glass figures attempting to flee from the Red Wolf, Seeker had come across one of the cultists, and upon investigating the body, was reaching through pockets and came across a small totem that appeared to activate some sort of large mechanical being that sat up from its bed of grass, pointed a cannon straight at Seeker. And from that cannon, a burst of red energy came out, shooting over Seeker's shoulder and hitting the Red Wolf cultist behind him, immediately zombifying him, bringing him back to life. So, as this zombified Red Wolf cultist begins to stand up and the automaton, boom, boom, puts his hands down on the ground and is attempting to lift itself up, I'm going to have everyone roll initiative.
Doesn't it just want to talk to us?
Yeah.
And we are going to start with Cloak and then go around counterclockwise if we can.
That's going to be 12.
Good things are happening over here.
That is going to be a 12 for Cloak.
Beautiful. Beautiful job.
Brim.
10.
I'll take that.
Olma.
Obligatory country accent. For
Yeah.
your,
Natural 20.
24.
24.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Thessaly.
7.
Oh, ye of paladins.
Seeker.
18.
18.
That was the first roll of the day and a 20.
And
I
Flynn.
think we're going to be okay today.
Total of 20.
Good omens.
Oh,
Okay, give me 1 second to roll
Or
for these
bad
guys.
because it's the first roll and then everything is
Okay.
going to go down from here.
We
Oh,
are
okay.
thinking positive.
You're right.
We are putting it out into the universe.
Yeah.
That's
good,
right.
Good, but you can't talk about it too much.
Good vibes only.
That's true. Good vibes on.
True.
At least we're rested.
Yeah.
You know?
Mhm.
Imagine having
spell
your spells
Yeah.
in a D&D combat counter.
What's that like? I'm
What's
like,
that?
the world is my oyster right now. I can do anything.
I can do whatever I want. What do I do?
Exhaustion? Who's she?
I don't know her.
I heard she's no fun at all.
She's such a buzzkill.
First in
It's
the
a good idea
initiative,
to-
Olma. As these 2 creatures are still attempting to stand up and get their bearings, what are you doing?
I have a new spell, and I'm thinking about using it, but I need to read it first, so give me a second.
Okay.
The red ones are all the Zombergs.
No. Let me...
Yeah, there's one, I think, but I think the other ones are still...
Yeah, there's one that...
How
those are
dark
more-
is it here?
These
Pretty
are-
dark, right?
It's
It
still
is still the long
The
eve.
long night.
I'm going to make
The long
these
eve.
small ones are guys who are still dead.
Okay. I mean, I just knowing that it's fine also. No pressure.
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So, the one that just woke up.
Mhm.
How close is Seeker to that?
Within 5 feet.
Okay, I think we're fine.
He is crouched over that one.
I think we'll be okay.
He'll be fine.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Well, we're fine.
Or what could go wrong?
I am going to see Seeker crouched over something. Can I see that the zombie is starting to rise?
Oh yeah, you can for sure.
So that is terrifying. I am going to yell over to Seeker. Seeker, get out of the way! And with that verbal component,
Check that off the list.
I will cast Immolation at the zombie.
Please don't, please don't miss. Please don't miss.
Okay. Is that
It is a
Gonna
it's
be a dex saving
It's a
throw?
dex save from
Oh,
the
okay.
cultist.
Let me see.
Fail, you clumsy
Is it
zombie.
Yeah, probably.
area?
Dex, that's a 9.
That
Also
fails.
known
It's not an area of effect. It
Good.
sheds light in an area, so we'll all have light.
Yay.
It sheds a 30-foot radius of bright light
Wow.
and an additional 30 feet of dim light with this fire. Now, I guess it's up to the DM's discretion. This thing is going to catch fire. Basically, it's going 8d6 fire damage.
Nice.
And if it dies from this, it is ash and complete ash
Okay.
and cannot be zombified again. Probably, hopefully,
All right.
one would hope.
Imagine just like a walking pile of coals.
I'm
Okay.
taking notes.
Also, should I do my wild magic first?
No. Do damage on this first, and then we do wild magic.
8. This is only 66. Sorry, I need 8d6.
They're even red if you want.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This one doesn't feel nice.
Oh, okay.
I get it. For fire, red. Yeah.
Yeah, these are untumbled dice,
We got it.
so they're sharp.
Oh. Yeah, she doesn't like the sharp ones.
I'm sorry.
Ow.
Okay.
Good thing it wasn't the
Aggressive.
sharp one.
I'm
No,
sorry.
you're fine. It's
No?
I got seriously
Where is
hurt.
Leave
with
it
that.
under your
It's
seat.
kind of dangerous.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll roll
It's gone forever.
It's gone forever, so we'll
In the
roll a
bone
different one.
It's in the void.
Okay, so we've got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
You roll
19,
under my
20,
seat, you
21,
get
22,
it.
23,
That's right.
24
It's gone.
points of
That
fire
cover.
damage.
24.
Nice,
Okay.
Yes.
Get them.
Yeah,
That's
get
what I
'em.
like to see.
All right. I'm
It's
going to have
possible.
you roll wild magic.
Hey now.
To beat a 4,
Here we
Four.
go. Here we go.
Ah.
Nice.
18.
Okay.
Okay. All right. As this fire consumes the zombie, the fire all dissipates, and you can see a quarter of its face is just incinerated off. You can see that the lower half of its arm is incinerated and just now bone. Done some damage, but has not killed the
If-
zombie.
Ooh.
He will
Spicy
continue to
zombie.
take damage. He'll continue to do a dex save every turn.
Okay.
Nice.
So let me tell you when that happens, whether it's on my turn or their turn. So at the end of each of its turns, the target repeats the saving throw.
Okay. Would you be able to remind me of that?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. Next up, Flynn. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'll run up to the.
I want to get away from. I didn't move yet.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
want
nice.
to. Yeah, I know I'm invisible, but I would like to hide behind a tree somewhere nearby. Well, not hide because that is an action, but I would like to get behind a tree.
Okay, you can
Yes.
take 20 feet of your movement and get behind a tree.
Thank you.
All right, Flynn.
Yeah, I'll run up to the one that's next to Seeker, seeing that it's moving around, and I'll attack it. Now, you said it's sitting down.
It is on its way to getting up.
Would that-
It is not classified as prone.
Okay.
No.
Then I'll just come in with the sword. I will actually rub my finger together and tap the blade and send that electric booming energy into it. You see the waves of energy kind of pulsing, and I'll come down with a strike.
Okay.
Which will be 22.
22 hits. Yeah.
Okay. That does this, which is not a good roll. 9 points of piercing and 9 points of thunder damage. As the slash goes through the zombified thing, the cut starts to pulse with that energy as I cast a booming blade.
Okay.
And I'll use a bonus action to come in with one more hit.
All right.
19.
19 hits.
Okay. That will be 12 points of piercing as well.
All right. Next up in the initiative, Seeker.
Okay, I want to look at this totem. Did it flash any colors? Did it change? Does it look the same as when I took it out?
It looks just about the same. It seemed pretty apparent that upon contact, it activated this thing, but
Mhm.
there was no visual change within the totem.
Got it. Okay. So first things, so I've got that in my right hand. I'm going to produce a dagger in my left. A stabby stab.
Let's go. Stab, stab.
Hey.
Stabby stab. That's a number.
The number.
It's a number. We've
It
definitely.
is numerical.
That's a 18.
18 hits.
Yay! And we get some sneaky sneak on that.
Snack attack.
Knacking. So Just snacking on
energy.
zombies. Snacking on zombies.
We're
That's
just vibing,
2
that's all.
plus.
It's just a vibe.
What
okay?
is my?
This is like end of the night energy.
Oh my goodness, 5d6.
Good day, guys.
Like it's how we start every combat
Yeah.
encounter now. It's just
8,
like manic.
10, 12.
Always.
12 more with
12
sneak
points.
attack.
Okay.
Snack
Ooh.
attack.
That's good. That's good.
Hey, like that.
And then does it like fall down dead?
No, it does not.
It does not. Oh. I kind of look at my sword and or my dagger and just do better. And I would like to disengage.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
I would like to disengage, and I want to find, since there's trees around, I would like to try and hide from visual sight from this zombified thing next to me that's on fire, and also the construct. So if I could,
Okay, you'd be able to step back probably 15 feet and get behind. There's a tree right behind you, and
does that put me close
Break
to
line of sight.
another one?
that does put you close to another dead one. Yeah,
But it's dead right now. It's not.
it is currently
moving.
dead. It is
I'm
currently dead.
Okay.
I'll just look at it and say, "Stay that way."
Okay, is that the end of your turn?
Stay dead.
Stay that way.
That is my
Never change.
never. Don't you? Yes,
right.
that is the end of my turn.
This is my preferred.
This is my preferred
form.
Red Wolf state.
Prefer.
How I like them.
Let me see. Next
I
up
hit
is
something,
the.
guys. That was
You-
fun.
Look at you go.
Hey.
And here comes
We're just
the
hitting things.
train. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right, next up is the zombified Red Wolf cultist. Let me see what they're gonna do.
Don't do it.
Maybe just don't.
They're gonna say,
Have
"Ow,
you
ow,
ever
fire
thought-
burns."
Inaction is also action
It's
in a
more
way.
like this.
If you think about
If you
it.
think about it.
Don't move.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is going to.
Oh no, I'm on fire.
Wait, when do they have to roll?
After.
After the end of their turn.
Crying is a free action.
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. You've convinced me.
He's gonna cry.
How does the zombie cry?
It cries tears of flame because it's like
Now I feel bad stabbing it.
Man. Yeah, right.
What if it's just like, no, I was a good zombie. I was gonna help you. Oh.
Right.
All right, let me just read the conditions of this spell.
The what?
the what?
Excuse me?
Who? Pourquoi?
It's one of them smart zombies.
Was.
Darn it.
Okay. It is going to raise both of its hands, and one of them still sort of has flesh on it. The other one is not moving at all, as it's just a skeleton hand. It's going to raise his hands, and over his head there is this sort of translucent, warbling ball, similar to what some of you have seen before, as he claps his hands together, and this ball expands out over all of you and rushes over everyone as everyone finds it tough to move as they cast time stop.
No, the
Are you
what?
kidding me?
No.
Why? Why would they do that though?
That's a real smart zombie.
That's a real strong
That's a
zombie.
genius zombie.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy.
They're going to take.
Scheiße.
They're going to get an extra 3 turns in combat right
where,
now.
not
so
save
where
on
would
it,
their
or-
turn end? Like, what do you consider an end of a turn when they cast that spell?
Oh yeah.
Because that means every
Let
turn,
me see.
every single turn that zombie
Yeah,
takes,
yeah.
he
Okay.
should take immolation damage.
That's so true.
That
makes sense to me.
If I can keep concentrating,
We
it's a
don't-
concentration spell.
Yeah.
Time is
Oh,
stopped.
Do
but
the effects of a spell
I mean,
persist in a time stop? What the
Well, if
heck?
it's part of
Your concentration should be super fit.
should be super fit.
The whole turn is still passing, just nobody else gets a turn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would
I
be
mean, no.
passing
I
four,
think that
but
would be
it's
correct
3
because
rounds.
it says that
Yeah, exactly.
if the
other
rounds are going. Yeah.
it time stops for other creatures. So time is still passing for it.
Yeah, and it
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
That
every
makes sense.
so it needs to
Okay.
do 4
The dex
saving
saves.
throws.
Yeah.
You didn't
Okay.
have damage,
After
so
each
Yeah, that is-
like,
After
Four
whatever they do.
saving throws.
And we don't save for time stop. It just happens.
Yeah, it just happened.
That it just
I don't
It
like
just
these zombies.
But
Okay,
I mean, it
so-
doesn't
Pretty
know
rough.
that it's going to take
It
all
is,
this
okay.
damage,
It
though.
does.
Yeah.
Quick clarification: did my tree block the time stop?
Absolutely not.
So the first one,
Let me see. No, I don't.
Oh, right, because it ends after.
Yeah,
Use the turn to cast time
time
stop.
stop.
Yeah.
It's a
It gets-
dexterity saving throw.
yes,
Correct.
21.
that passes.
Oh, that was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it take half?
It's dexterous. Still.
Let me see what it does at.
Yeah.
Say that's
Roll.
success.
Well,
Are next level zombie.
The spell ends on a
Truly.
successful one.
Oh, but it was so exciting.
It was very exciting. It rolled a 21.
No.
Yeah, if it rolled a 21, there's nothing I can do there.
Nar.
But it was
Fair enough.
good. It was good.
It was a cool idea too.
So 8d6.
Okay.
Singed cloak and everything.
Yeah, that sucks.
Flynn is right there, so Flynn is going to be his target.
Hello.
First thing he's going to do is he is going to he's going to take one step forward,
Yeah.
and his head is creaking to the side
Ooh.
as he takes his skeleton finger
No.
and attempts to just tap you on the
No.
forehead, and is going to attempt to cast banishment.
No.
Oh.
You'll come back soon. It's fine.
Also, wait, how would this work? If it
Would he
succeeds?
banish?
Which is banished? Are they all banished?
It would time stop would technically end if he is banished.
Uh-huh.
If he is not banished, he has not been affected.
No, I'm
So
No,
time stop
he
would
meant for
continue.
him and his
I
dark
meant for,
passenger.
yeah, I meant, yeah,
Oh.
he's got a little,
yeah, yeah,
he's got a little.
What do you mean, like it would end the time?
This is a very complex time
We got
stop.
Yeah,
things.
there's
Things
a lot,
that
there's a lot
stop.
going on.
There's
Okay.
layers.
So I'm gonna have you roll a charisma saving throw.
Yep. Just looking to see if I have anything to help with this.
How is Flynn feeling? Is he feeling charismatic?
He has no feelings. He is
does
time
not feel
stopped.
charismatic.
He has
That's
no
very
feelings.
true.
He's not. You can still feel Ethan.
Oh,
He has
I
no
feel
feeling in this
terrible.
moment. No, I feel something.
One
This
second. I was
bad.
looking at poison. I don't think I have anything
This
to
got
help with
spicy
this.
fast.
It got
No.
very
Real
spicy.
spicy.
Like right out of the gate.
Like 3 chili peppers.
What'd you say, Pisces Pachetti? Is that?
Pisces
Is this where we're at?
If it ain't Pisces, it
Then
ain't
it ain't-
legit.
it ain't-
Machete.
All right,
Okay,
Flynn.
my
Oh, boy.
charisma save. You said
Yes, charisma save.
Come on, buddy.
that's
Come
not
on,
a
buddy.
helpful roll. 16.
Get him.
Oh.
16. Let me
Get 'em.
see. What is the?
You stay on this plane.
I mean, this is a wizard that can cast spells. They might have a pretty high save.
He might have a high save. Well, because I have a
Spell
16.
save of DC 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's an archmage.
Because I have a 16.
So Flynn, as everyone comes out of the time stop, just sees Flynn is gone. No
Wait, he
indication
doesn't
of
spend his other turns?
Because
he
no,
was-
because a creature was affected by him during
oh.
time stop. Time stop ends.
Ah, interesting. Because you really you can't like blow people up during time
No.
stop. Not anymore.
Well, one.
So
The-
You
you
can
could-
just, I think you can
This
just
spell
do things,
ends
like
if
move
one of the actions you use during this period or any effects that you create during this period affects another creature other than you or an object being worn or carried by some other than you.
Interesting.
It's back when.
I've been learning a lot about 2E and time stop. You just murder people.
Yeah, because in
Yeah.
Artemisia, right? She
did
just
all this
cast a
stuff
bunch
on
of buffs
herself.
On herself.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
makes
yeah.
sense.
She did
Okay.
Globe of Invulnerability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
So this
that.
is actually more like Sanctuary from 2E. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm losing my
So
shit.
that is the end.
Oh, thank God.
Of
at
his
least.
turn.
Sorry,
Wow.
Flynn, but
well,
That's just one.
Yeah, like that guy.
Next up, Kelly.
he'll be back in like a
Flynn
minute.
is no
It's
longer
fine.
here. What are you doing?
Well, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look up. There's a body right next to me in Thessaly.
Yes.
Does it also? Does it look like the same variety of corpses? This one that is now, like, doing lots of very evidently powerful magic.
From what you can tell, seems about same variety.
Okay. Just in terms of garments and all
Yes,
that thing,
yeah.
armor. And then also there is still an automaton up ahead,
Yes.
correct?
Yes. There is a fully mechanical thing waking up.
Okay. And I think I'm aware that it raised this other stuff.
Yes, you
Okay. I'm gonna look at this corpse next to me in Thessaly. And I'm just gonna look at this and say, what is with us and the dead? And I'm going to
That kind of calyx thing.
Quietus cast Gentle Repose on this corpse next to
Get him.
us.
Okay.
Get him.
Oh,
as
on that one. Ooh.
I can't dissolve it in one turn, or I can't use Toll the Dead to dissolve it over time like I would normally do, because obviously I got to move quicker. So I'm gonna. So the ashes begin to simmer and burn away at this thing. You touch a corpse or other remains. For the duration, the target is protected from decay and can't become undead.
Okay. All right.
Let's go.
You have essentially taken one zombie off of the board. Nice.
That's really good.
Okay. Is that
I have never
Your
seen
turn. Do you
anybody
wanna
use
move?
gentle repose in combat. That's
So good. That's,
I got you, baby.
That's amazing.
yeah.
This is what we do.
That's some shape water stuff right there.
That is, yeah. That's all I got. That's my turn.
okay? That's your turn. Next up in the initiative, Brim.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Let's
Okay.
go, bro.
What are you doing?
Okay, so ahead of me, these glass things, are they doing anything right now?
No, they appear almost like statues made of
They're
glass.
just- okay, so the only two things are the thing that just did some things, the zombie, and then the big robot.
Those are the only two
robot.
players in combat.
Okay. And I did see the zombie guy do some warbly stuff, and then Flynn vanished.
Yes.
Okay, I think I can make that leap. So
Easy enough. Yeah.
so I reach up, and the sword like comes out of my sheath, and like it just like ripples with steam. But then Brim I take a deep breath, and then my foot comes up, and I stomp on the ground, and then like in a line outwards in front of me, like rocks come out of the ground, and then they all shatter. And I run forward, and as I run forward, they start to pop, and then like dust comes and starts collecting around me. As I'm going to spend 2 key points to enter Earth form.
What?
And,
Excuse me.
as I will use my Way of the Four Elements to pull the Earth into me, and my AC goes up by 2.
Nice.
And,
Rock boy.
Yeah, and I am going to. So yeah, like all the like dust and minerals and like iron from the rocks like coalesces around my body, and I'm gonna run forward and I'm gonna smack the shit out of it.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
Cool. So first strike. Oh boy, I haven't done this, guys.
Let's go.
Oh, first time.
Hit
first
him,
time
hit
with a
him,
new
hit him.
character. Okay.
Welcome.
So hang on, I gotta spend 2 key. 30. And so with Silverwind, my sword, 13 plus
Yeah, that's
23 to
spicy,
hit.
Scaly sword.
What was that?
23 to hit.
Oh yeah, that for sure hits.
12 points of slashing damage and 2 points of cold damage. And I'm going to spend a key for a stunning strike.
Okay.
Hey-o.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
So what do you need from me?
A Constitution saving throw.
Quick, before you do that,
Yeah.
they took damage. Is that a concentration save on Banish?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I believe so.
Okay. Not very much, but
But real quick.
Yeah.
So that was. What do you need from me?
Because if it gets
Constitution
stunned,
saving
it's a
throw.
different.
Yeah, but I think the
or
damage happens
The
first.
DC is 18.
I don't know.
Constitution.
Yeah.
That's not.
I don't think
That
it
is 10.
He is stunned.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Stun him.
Cool.
Let's go. Can you concentrate? while
Number
you're stunned?
one.
And then the second strike, I will come in for another.
Before you do that, though,
Oh yes.
you
Happened to me right now.
Yeah, probably.
Do you have like an
No,
aura
I
or
think
something?
Flynn.
you just start wailing into this guy,
Mhm.
and the last punch, you can feel it stun the zombie,
Mhm.
and then your fist just goes straight into its chest, and you can see the cold damage from the icicles start to form around it as its chest begins to fill with ice all the way up to its neck as the neck snaps and pops off and the head rolls down. It drops to
Oh.
its knees and falls dead.
Yeah.
Boom. Flynn pops back into existence.
Hey.
That's so good.
And we put a lot of
Cool.
damage on it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I forgot you freaking.
It was a beefy
Came away
zombie.
to-
Just so
yeah.
I know, where did I go when that happened?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Flynn, you were just floating in almost like Hayfried's void, like endless
Just some random
space,
void.
just
Okay.
like
Okay,
random,
cool.
That
a
would be-
random demi-plane of sort of nothing.
Okay. And I'm gonna. I'll turn to the robot and I'll like
Yeah.
kick off a tree and the sword comes down one more time.
Okay,
Not that good. 18 to hit.
let me see. I believe 18 hits.
Awesome. That is 14 points of slashing damage, 1 point of cold damage.
Okay.
And I will I'm gonna square up with it. I go back into like a defensive stance, sword it up, and that's it. That's my turn.
Thessaly.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. Okay, so the thing behind me and Kellic has been reposed.
Indeed.
Indeed. Okay.
Indubitably.
Paul.
Now from where I'm at and looking at this sort of mechanical contraption that seemed to start all of these events, I am someone who has stabbed contraptions before. Does this look like a stabbable sort of situation?
Yeah, you can see that it is
stab
mostly
anything.
covered in this thick metal plate armor, but you can see sort of the bicep areas and the upper thighs are made of like encased in what looks like wood. So there are, and you can see like in between the plates of the armor, there are definitely places to step.
Okay, good news for me. Before I dart off in that direction, I will give Kellic a pat on the shoulder and say, nicely done. And I am going to cast, Shield of Faith on you. So my eyes flash briefly, and then with that same magic, like your whole body shimmers, and you're going to get a +2 to AC for as long as I can concentrate on that.
Nice.
And then I will move forward.
I
Both
blush,
sword.
by the way.
We're in the middle of combat, guys.
There's always time.
There's always time to be flustered.
There's always time to be flustered. I will move forward to the contraption. Can I get there with 30 feet? Are you close?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I thought so, but I wanted to make sure. And I'm gonna go ahead and give a first stab with the short sword. I'm gonna attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Attack.
Get it.
25.
25 hits. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And I'm gonna pour a divine smite into this one.
Nice.
So it's gonna be, and then I get bonus divine smite. Sorry, there's just like so many things when I actually hit with my swords that have to happen.
That's
okay?
a good thing for us. Take your time. We like it.
Would you like the total, or would you like it parsed out into different kinds of damage?
Give me the total.
Okay.
I don't think you can. I don't even think you have the ability to hit any of these.
That's 24 points of damage total on the first strike.
Wow.
Get it.
On the first strike.
Paladins are awesome.
They're so cool, dude. So cool.
We love an improved divine smite. And then I'm gonna go again for the longsword.
Okay.
Let's go.
Oh.
Maybe.
Maybe.
You're very good at it.
Is this one on prone?
No.
Okay.
Let's
The
see.
robot?
Yeah.
He's the robot.
It's still 18.
18 hits.
Oh, dude.
Except a different D8. And now this time it is 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. 18.
So many maths.
Carry the one.
25 points of damage this time.
Nice.
That's like 50 points
see
in
it.
like
That's
2
50
hits.
points, yeah.
Love to see.
I mean, it's 49, but like.
And that
All
is my turn.
That is the end of your turn.
Nice.
Thanks to all for your patience.
Okay. Next up is the robot.
No, it doesn't get a turn. It's so distracted by Thessaly that it doesn't get
I'm just
a turn.
such a sight.
Okay.
He is going to.
It could have been in a bad way.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, he's going to stand up, or finish standing up. First thing, as you see him sort of pushing off of his knee and standing up, Thessaly, you pull your sword back, and you can see where you hit into him. You can see some of the armor beginning to crack and some of the wood beginning to splinter as magically some of those seals begin to seal back up as it regains 10 hit points.
Right.
As this is starting to make sense for some people at the table who have DM'd. That is first, and then it's going to reach its other hand up
No. Don't
towards
look
the
at me.
other Red Wolf cultist.
What?
The plates in its arm.
Wait. Towards the other Red Wolf cultist?
Towards the other zombified.
Zombie. Yeah.
Or
Or the dead body
Dead
on the
body,
ground.
yeah.
But not the one that was on fire.
No,
No, that
the one that is laying
right.
down with the glass that's shooting out next
Well,
to
we don't know how destroyed.
Well,
It's too destroyed.
Its arm opens up, a cannon pulls out, and with a red blast of energy, you can see Seeker right in front of you. A zombie that is prone at the moment begins to wake up in front of you. And it is going to use its movement to boom, 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 move directly over next to the Red Wolf cultist in
Opportunity.
between
Yeah.
Brim and the cultist. So that is going to be an opportunity attack from Brim and Thessaly if you choose to take one.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
He leaves my reach.
He.
It looks like you might stay.
Oh, actually, no. He
Yeah.
would stay
Just
within
like
your
stays
reach.
melee.
Just Thessaly.
21.
21 hits.
Hell yeah.
Hey. Ooh. No, it moved into.
I don't think this does.
Can I pour a divine smite into an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Okay, well I'm gonna do that.
I believe
you
so.
can.
I mean,
Yeah,
am I
yeah,
wrong?
yeah, you
Yeah, you can. It was because it's like my.
Any attack.
yeah.
It is.
It's so cool.
That's what I thought. Okay,
It's so cool.
but every once in a while.
Paladins. Paladins are awesome.
Hey, oh, that's a nice one.
That's fine.
And a 7.
Ah,
Failed
PA.
them.
Paladins are awesome.
24 points of damage.
24 points of damage.
That was
Okay.
that was like 70 points of damage
that's
in one round.
75, yeah, it's crazy.
Leslie cleaning up.
Mm-hmm.
Always. And
Okay.
then, wait, I would love to use my reaction for something I've never used before.
That was
That
your
was
reaction.
your reaction.
Oh, that was my reaction, was to take the opportunity attack.
Opportunity attack is a reaction. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's special. It says when I hit a creature with an opportunity attack,
Mm.
I
Oh,
can move
okay.
up to half my speed immediately after the attack as part of the same
Oh,
then
reaction
that's
perfect.
without
Yeah.
provoking opportunity.
Hey,
That is cool.
Where would you like to move to?
Minute.
sick.
I want to move next to Seeker.
Yay.
Okay, so it's
Seeker likes
up
this.
to half of your movement. What is
It
your
is up to
movement?
half. So I want to get as close to Seeker as possible. My movement
What's-
is 30, so
so-
15.
You would be able to
Next to
get
next.
I want to get close as
next
possible.
to
Brim.
Brim.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
Cool.
Great.
Thank you.
that's cool.
Awesome.
I just look over as you arrive and not like a nod of respect. Like,
Hi.
damn.
Oh, you
Next
can
up,
Yeah, right.
it work.
top of the initiative. Olma, what are you doing?
The zombie that just woke up,
Mhm.
does it have a weapon on him?
Not that you can see. Currently, it seems that the hands are empty.
Does it look like a spellcaster to me? As someone who does spells and
I
has also
mean,
been trained as a monk.
There seems to be a glass effect emanating from it. Was a glass
From
effect
that
emanating
one.
from his
Okay,
hands, so
okay.
probably a spellcaster. Yeah.
I didn't know if it was from that one or from the
It
other
was
one.
from that
okay,
one, yeah.
Okay. Bummer. Okay, fine. I will.
I'll just get fireball.
I don't have fireball.
No.
The only sorcerer in the world to not have fireball.
Got
Hey.
immolation though.
That's
Yeah.
right.
I don't need fireball. I
That's
got
better.
immolation.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to
You
cast.
got this storm giant belt.
I'm gonna slide my hands across my belt.
Okay.
I'm gonna get that goop. Gonna lift them
Get
up.
that goop.
And I'm gonna lift them up to the sky, and I'm gonna bring them down. With a crash of lightning.
Okay. What is the radius of that?
Ooh.
I don't think there is a radius. I'm hitting just that creature, I think, right? Or
No, it's
No?
area.
Is this your lightning bolt?
I made it. It is
AoE.
fireball, but lightning.
Yeah.
let me read it though, because I don't think I have that written down like that.
Is it call lightning or something?
Yeah, because I think call lightning is like a small radius.
Oh,
One second,
It's-
one
it's
second,
not
one second,
called lightning.
one second.
Yeah,
It is
stuff
not called
like back
lightning.
on top of each other. But
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. Then I don't want to do that. I misunderstood it. Can I not do it?
Sure.
Or I can do it. I mean, it's
What's
20
the air?
feet, but
Okay.
that's the
20
thing. It's
foot
going to hit like
radius?
Yeah, so you're
everybody.
targeting.
I'll be
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
Brim will be alright.
Yeah, I don't know if Seeker
Nobody
will.
cares about Brim.
That guy.
A 20-foot radius would be
Yeah, that's a little long.
there.
That would hit you for sure.
Yeah, I would hit. Yeah.
It would. I don't think there's.
Yeah, I don't think. So knowing that, if I know that it's going to hit everyone, I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it.
yeah,
Does
that makes
the
sense.
wearer get?
So sorry, I misunderstood.
No, the wearer
Never
is
doesn't
not
get any, like-
invulnerable.
Yeah, no. Okay. In that case, I am going to.
What am I doing? I made a little thing for him,
Huh?
and then I made a little token for him, and then I just
Oh,
didn't
it's
use
so
it.
cute.
It's a
Recognize that guy.
I don't want to kill it anymore.
Okay. No,
Right.
I'm going to. I'm gonna throw a chaos bolt. At 4th level.
Yeah.
Okay, at the zombie.
Yes, at the zombie.
Okay.
And if I hit it correctly, it can bounce to the other thing too.
Let's go.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We love
Well,
it.
hit it correctly then.
Well, I have to hit it first.
I'm correct.
So that is that's a dirty 20.
That hits for sure.
Is
and
that
then
the correct way?
no, that's not the correct way.
Roll
The
that.
correct way is the damages.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I did not do it correctly. Sorry, guys. I'm going to hit 1. So it is going to be acid damage.
Okay.
And it's going to be 20 points of acid damage.
Ooh.
All right.
And also wild magic.
And wild magic.
That's
What?
a 4.
That's a 4. Okay.
Whoa.
I don't know. Maybe
Time.
from away. So
Was it? Wait, what was it?
I think if you
Who's at
explode,
5?
Oh no!
You can banish this dude because he.
Oh, we're wild.
Bro.
magic
We're wild magic surging.
surge.
Okay.
I mean, you did immolate somebody.
I did just immolate. It was,
Yeah.
I'm
Welcome to
sorry. Like, it's a
campaign
big.
two.
It's intense.
We've all got transported.
Sorry, friends.
No, you do.
This is what it is.
Everything's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great.
Unforgivable.
There's lots of options of what this could be. So
Yeah, it could be really
No,
good.
I'm kind of
Could be
excited.
so sick.
What?
Oh, this is fun. Okay.
if I turn into a sheep again, I'm
Or
gonna
a
lose
crow.
my mind.
It'll be fun.
Or a raven.
The endless drama of sheep transformation.
the theme at this
Now that I
It
have some
really
idea
is.
what you are, it's like this could be anything.
I'm invisible in a tree right now, though. So
Okay.
Oh right. Yeah, we
But
don't
that
even
does
know.
not matter for this. Okay. You feel the release of wild magic, and just as my favorite wild magic surges, you don't know what happens.
Oh.
Okay.
You don't know what happens.
I just feel something.
You just feel
But
like the wild
do-
magic
have I-
exploded.
Have I identified this feeling at this point? Like,
Oh
I
yeah,
know
you know what it is. Yeah,
Cool.
you know that you cast
Quietly,
something.
I just am like, whoops.
That's great.
Just watching the car sailing down the street with no driver. Whoops.
Okay, is that the end of Olma's turn?
Amazing.
I'm gonna back up a little bit, maybe
Okay.
like 15 feet, just because so I say, whoops, and I just like creep backward.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
This is tiptoeing back.
Nice.
But
Next
he's
up,
gonna
Flint.
know it was me.
Yeah, I will run up and can I get in between Seeker and the automaton?
Yeah.
And then also be in melee with the right? Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
cool.
you can.
So I will run up into melee with both enemies, and as I do, I take my fingers and I rub them together. Then that green flame starts to produce as I run it across my sword, and I'm gonna come in with an attack on the zombie.
Okay.
15.
You feel that you would have hit direct center on this zombie if not for the massive metal arm that just came out from your right that blocks your sword out of the way as a reaction from the shield guardian.
Interesting.
Oh, so other
There it
people can intercept now too, huh?
And your attack misses.
How crazy.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Doesn't feel
I just wanted
good.
to see if I come in with a second attack, do I get?
I don't want them to do
This
cool
goes
stuff.
away, I think. Okay, so then I will just come in with a bonus action and try and once again make contact with the zombie.
Okay,
That's bonus.
go for it.
Yeah.
A lot, really good, like 29.
That hits, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that is high. Yes. Look at that. You just
Yeah.
gotta say it and it happens.
With your chest.
14 points of piercing damage.
14 points of piercing
Yes.
damage.
And I will kind of square up and kind of raise up my shield and my sword and just get ready. That's my turn.
Okay. Perfect. Next up, Seeker.
Can either of them see me? The zombie or the shield guardian?
Oh yeah, because you hid, right?
Yeah, that was my
He
goal.
hid.
But
You do the stealth.
You hid at a certain angle so that when they were in another position, they could
Yeah.
not see you.
Oh, just-
Right now, you are just out of sight of the shield guardian. The zombie has line of sight on you.
And is the zombie within? I think that's in melee.
Yes, it is within 5 feet.
Okay. So, last question. If I peek, I would like to peek my head around to get a view of the shield guardian.
Okay.
Trying to be stealthy because I want to cast the thing without it seeing me.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going to have you make a stealth check.
You can bonus action hide too, right? With cunning action. So you could. That would be one way to qualify it anyway.
Oh, wait.
But I think it's like when you're peeking out, it's a chance that the guardian will see you. Is that
Yes.
what you're
So
saying?
hide is an active attempt to hide, and breaking that is by actively doing something else. So him peeking out would be a risk of breaking that hide condition.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I need line of. If I didn't need line of sight if I didn't need to see him for this,
For
I
the
think that
spell.
would work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah. That's what.
Stealth or something? Is that what you
was
said?
the check?
That was a stealth check against
that's gonna
its
be
passive
probably-
perception.
That's gonna be like a 25.
Yeah, that passes.
Okay, 25.
Okay.
All right. So what I would
I
like,
feel that you are unseen
I
currently.
feel good. All right. So what I'm gonna do
Nice.
is I'm gonna cast a new. So because they don't see me, or because that one doesn't see me, it's gonna be disadvantage for this.
Okay.
That's a new thing. And I'm gonna cast at 3rd level blindness, and I'm going to hit both of them since I'm doing it 3rd level. And what it looks like is so I'm kind of crouching down just a little bit, so I'm trying to be real stealthy, and my right fist is going to, or my right hand's gonna form into a fist and kind of just skim over my left forearm where my tattoo to Lars is, and I'm going to say "Sin no," and
Nice.
it's like this plasmatic wave of purple energy that's like faint. It's barely perceptible, and it's going to hit them in the eyes and attempt to blind them. And they've got to make a Con 14 save. The Shield Guardian's at disadvantage. The other one is not.
Nice.
The Shield Guardian would be at disadvantage if it didn't have blind sight. So automatically succeeds. It doesn't need to see.
I hate you, Shield Guardian.
Come on, zombie.
And then zombie rolled what was that?
14. Con.
A con? A 4.
Yeah.
So the zombie is blinded. For sure.
Nice.
And then I'm going to bonus disengage and look at that zombie and say, "You didn't listen," and slide around. I'm gonna slide around the tree to try and get
Right behind Flynn? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is the Red Wolf zombie. It is now blind, so
Nice.
it is going to, make a Hail Mary, and it is going to turn around and, in the spot that it last knew that creatures were, it is going to, in a cone, cast Cone of Cold.
No.
And it is going to upcast it as much as it can.
No.
So that is going to. Okay.
Counterspell.
Jumping in.
Okay.
I am within 60 feet, so I see it raise its hands, and I don't know Cone of Cold, but I do know a cone when I see one. When I see the hand
doesn't
gestures.
Actually, raise its hand. Its jaw sort of dislocates. As you can see this cold energy begin to pour out
Scary.
and almost foam at its mouth.
No.
Then I see that.
Artemis.
And I cast Counterspell at level 4.
Okay, level 4. I did specify that
That you
You're
that it
upcasting it,
upcasts
yeah.
as far as it'll go, which is a 9th level.
Yeah.
Why? Oh my god.
I figured.
So
I have to roll a 15 or above. I have to roll a 15 or
We
above.
have a spell.
And
well.
does that have any verbal components that you are casting?
Thematic only.
Thematic only. Okay.
And she's invisible.
I'm so curious
And
what it
she's
looks
invisible.
like. When,
That's the
I'm excited. Come on,
You
Olma.
can't counterspell an invisible
Um,
spell.
Wait, it's not for what you
I
think
am
it is.
going to use
worst.
bend luck.
Okay.
And I'm going to do it at advantage.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice,
yeah,
nice,
yeah.
nice,
At the
nice.
beginning. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Smart.
Okay.
I think that's how bend luck works. 1 second.
I'm nervous.
I believe it
If
is.
not, you have Tides of Chaos. Same
It's
diff.
same thing, yeah. Okay, sorry. Bend luck is not the one. It's Tides of Chaos.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bend luck
Okay.
only gives me +4. So I am going to use Tides of Chaos. There we go.
Volcano with those.
Can you do both? No.
I believe in you.
15!
Okay.
That was also a critical fail on the other one. Okay, I had to roll a 15 or above, and I rolled a 15 plus
What?
4, which is 19.
Come on.
So
Okay.
Cone of Cold does not.
That does not
What
succeed.
do you do? How does
Beware the tides of March.
I'm
Kellic.
invisible. You don't know how it looks.
Oh my god.
Kellic.
Of March.
March. Beware the
Okay, okay.
tides of March.
GM, forgive me because I was a little bit lost when we were doing the initial rundown of what things were. The ahead of the Shield Guardian, are there more bodies?
No, this is the zombie that is currently there is the last
Was the
Red
last
Wolf
body?
cultist that you see. The only thing you see is these glass statues.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna do the wombo, the classic. I'm gonna approach the group with all my movement to get in. Like I guess I'll come up right behind Thessaly.
Yeah, you will.
Okay.
And then interficium in cormeum, I'll bring out my spiritual weapon.
Ooh.
And I will take a slash at this Shield Guardian,
Ooh.
this robot. And I will do that at 4th level.
Mm.
I don't know if that's cocked or not. It's not. Damn. Okay.
Mm.
That is that's a 12 to hit.
12 does not hit.
Sense. And then I will also Excalco.
If
Hold
it's
it in.
blind, is it at advantage?
Ooh.
It's not blind. It's
It
has
blind.
It gets
Blind
blind
sight.
sight. Yeah.
Oh.
Shield Guardian,
Yeah.
it's not-
Oh, I didn't realize you were hitting the shield guardian, not the zombie. Sorry.
In retrospect, that's okay.
Red bastard.
I'm gonna use Toll the Dead on the zombie though,
Okay.
Sweet.
because I'm trying to put these guys to rest.
Thank you.
So that's a wisdom save for the zombie.
A wisdom save for the zombie.
Watch it be like
That's
the
a 2 plus whatever.
Nice.
It doesn't matter.
It has a
Oh, yeah.
plus 18. So.
Nice.
Nice.
Ooh.
That is gonna be 19, 24 plus. That's gonna be 29 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. And
Necrotic
let me see. Flynn, right in front of you, as the foaming cold of the mouth right in front of you recedes back into its throat, you start to see ashes form under the zombie's skin as it starts to peel away. As after just a moment, whoosh, the wind almost takes all of the flesh away,
Oh.
and it drops down into a pile of bones in front of you. As the zombie has been killed.
Yeah.
Hell
Nicely done.
yeah. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. Brim,
Pronounce it correctly.
Okay.
you have got the shield guardian directly in front of you. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna start wailing.
Okay, go for it.
2 strikes with the sword. I do have an ally within 5 feet of him.
You have
so
several.
I got snack attack. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Let's
Okay.
go. We love
Let's
lot of
see.
snacks today.
Natural 1, super cool.
Good.
Love that for us.
Lovely.
Love that for me. All right, second one, which we got some things to drop away here. I think that one. Yep. Right. All right, second attack with the sword. Much better. 26 to hit.
A 26 hits.
All right. 3, 9 points of slashing, 6 points of cold damage. And then, I ball up my fists and I rear back with 1 foot and just kick it square in the chest as hard as I
Nice.
can. And I'm going
That's sick.
to, with my earth form, this is going to be the one, I'm going to force it to make a strength save or it goes
Okay.
prone.
Please go prone.
Oh my god.
Oh, shoot. Bye-bye. It's gone.
It's gone forever.
First, okay, that's a
Throwing dice everywhere. I love
22
it
to
today.
hit.
22 hits.
Yep,
Nice.
for
This is definitely like a floor is
6
lava
points of
situation.
Damage.
Okay.
And then strength save.
Fail.
That is.
Fail.
I like that.
So yeah, my foot
Yeah.
makes contact with.
As you
Oh, cool.
As you rear back and kick this thing square in the chest, you can see its back foot loses balance and it falls directly onto the ground. And as it does, its arms sort of flail out, and you can see at this point all of the rust and the weathering that's on all of the metal and the joints, especially as it falls back and hits the ground. Boom! All of the joints snap all at once as its head rolls off, and it is defeated.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
And unless anyone has anything else, we are now
I'm-
out of
I'm
combat.
gonna yell out, "Is it gone?"
Everyone, I'm going to have you make
Oh boy.
Yep.
Here it comes.
Oh. Oh.
I was just waiting.
As
I
you
just do
hear-
this just to see what happens.
Oh no.
as you hear from behind the tree, Well, that took long enough. And you all are going to
Interesting.
Do you recognize the
make a
voice?
wisdom saving throw as Olma casts vicious mockery on all of you.
What? Oh, anyone within 10 feet of me gets +5.
That's everyone.
So-
That's everyone.
Oh, that's
Yeah, we're
Plus
all
I have
we're all
hands.
huddled.
Not Flynn
Sorry,
What?
Flinny.
and not Seeker.
What?
I'm not within 10. It looks
Within
like I'm
10?
in 10.
No,
5'10".
there's 5, 10. You are at 15. Seeker is also at 15.
I'm
There-
looking at Thessaly, right? You might be looking at
Oh,
Brim.
I'm sorry. I was looking at Brim.
You're
Yeah,
good. You're
no,
good.
Yeah.
Thessaly.
Yes, everyone is within
And this is what again?
wisdom save.
Okay.
Sorry.
Where is that? Oh, here it is. Go ahead.
Nice.
And then what is your DC spell save DC?
16.
16. Okay.
Wisdom.
So, Calic,
25.
23.
22.
Seeker.
I'm looking. Sorry.
Paladin aura.
Yeah, dude. Feels good. Don't know what it is, but it feels good.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Protection.
Yeah, right.
That's 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
12.
Oh, no, even with the 5.
Okay.
That's so
It's so
fitting.
good.
Yeah,
It's so
it makes so much
fitting.
It does.
Oh,
So did
Flynn.
everybody hear the wrong thing? Or just the person
You
who
say
failed?
what you think.
No, I know,
that
but
you
did
said.
everybody hear? So if they succeeded, did they hear what I
just-
Oh,
actually said?
they heard an insult,
Yeah.
but they do
Yeah.
not take 3 points of psychic damage that Flynn takes damage.
And the demon flees. Right?
It does not, no.
Oh.
His feelings are so hurt.
Shock.
Feelings are
It did
so-
take too long. I'm leaving this.
Okay,
This
we
one's
are now out of combat.
What do you mean? I'm just asking if it's gone now. Is it gone?
You were so
As
mean.
everyone
Give her a little
hears
patience.
from
That's
behind the tree
not going on.
again, you all suck. I hate you all. I'm going to have everyone make another
Really?
wisdom
I
saving
screw
throw.
up my face a little bit at
I
this.
shoot Calic a look after telling me that.
I'm walking my way towards them while
Oh,
this
no.
is happening.
Oh,
You're invisible at
but
the
I'm
moment,
still
right?
walking
Okay.
my way towards
Okay.
them, yeah.
Is that Olma's voice we hear?
Yes. So, what was that? DC?
16.
16? Okay. Can you just tell me if you fail? Who failed?
I failed.
Thessaly and Flynn?
Yeah.
Okay, you are taking
I did not.
6 points of psychic damage.
Oh, ma.
Olma,
Get
what
it,
are you
okay?
doing?
I put my hood down. What's happening, Calic?
As you all hear,
This is how we die.
As
My
you all
hood
hear-
is down. My hood is
Okay.
down now, so they can see my mouth moving. So I don't know if they see something
Yeah, is it
different.
different? Is there an illusion?
let me see.
How much was the damage again, by the way?
It was
Thank
6,
you.
yeah.
This is how we die. Not the fight.
Yeah, it is.
Well,
Getting
I'm
insulted
Told
to
by a
death by a
child.
12-year-old.
I'm looking
I
at
mean,
Calic
correct.
confused. I'm looking at Calic so
There were-
confused. And I said, Calic, what's going on?
As you all hear, come up with an insult for me.
Yeah, I like that.
Maybe if you were all stronger, we wouldn't be here.
Okay,
Ow.
I'm going to have everyone
Jeez.
make another wisdom saving throw.
White child.
Oh my god.
Please stop.
But okay, so you can see that obviously that is longer than what I actually said, though. So is there anything that can be discerned
Can we
differently?
understand
Yeah,
what's
is
going
it-
on? Yeah, do we know that something's amiss?
Just
It
sort
does
of
say
look like it's
no.
moving.
It does say any creature that hears you speak only hears insults. So if you are looking closely, you would be able to see that her mouth is moving
And that I look
in a
confused.
different way.
Hmm.
So who failed that last one?
Success.
Would we maybe get advantage because we saw her mouth move differently?
No, you would not.
Great.
That is not how
Fine,
vicious
is it
mockery
helping?
works.
16,
16.
Fail.
Beats it,
Beats
beats
it.
right?
Yeah.
Fail.
Yeah, fail.
Plus 5.
That's
6 success.
Okay.
Success. Yeah.
Okay. So Seeker, you take
Yeah.
8 points of psychic damage.
Oh, Olma.
Almost stop saying mean
Olma-
things.
I'm not. Stop talking.
This has gone far enough.
Did she say, huh? Does that count?
That counts.
Ah!
Someone's gonna have to like put something over my mouth.
yeah.
I don't understand what's happening. So
Okay.
Can I
as you just
ask
hear,
something?
idiots. Everyone, make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god.
16.
Crazy.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. I passed.
Okay, Flynn passed.
Gotta roll. It's 16.
16.
Yeah, you're good.
12, 17. 17. I'm good.
Nice.
I got a 28, so I'm good.
Okay.
I failed.
Okay.
No.
Brim, you take 7 points of psychic damage.
Jeez, or beats.
I honestly think Olma has put more damage on you guys than
Everything else in the fight.
Yeah, Brim's eyes
see her. You're
starting to
good, though,
glow
right?
like
I took it down
bright.
already.
Like, he's
I'm gonna move towards Olma with like eyes wide in concern and sort of fear, and I'm just gonna go like this, and then put my I'm gonna
what?
put my finger to my lips, and then I'm gonna put my other finger like right in front of Olma's face and go and just tap 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 for her to be quiet. And I'm gonna shake my head vigorously like.
What?
As you all hear, as she's covering her own mouth, you all hear, Everyone make another wisdom saving throw.
Right, do you see as I take this pain? Like,
Okay.
yeah. Do you see it, or I try to fight it off, depending on what happens?
Flint? You fail?
Yeah.
Fail?
I succeed.
I'm sorry. Since Thessaly is moving towards Olma, I'm presuming we're all out of her aura now, right? Because she moved towards her.
I did move towards Olma. I did move.
Yeah.
That's
Well, but I'm no, because I've moved. I'm walking
Olma
up to you
also
guys. Like
approached
I'm
that.
approaching.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
like
if
right
they
in front of
met
them
in
now.
the
No,
middle?
there wouldn't have been a
You
meet
would
in the
have been
middle. I
making
would
your
have been.
way.
I would have made my way all the way up to them.
That
You
makes
guys.
sense.
Okay.
Like there's no.
All right.
I wouldn't have made you guys move towards me.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Then I'm good.
Kellic,
Good.
you're good?
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
everyone
right in
who
front of
failed,
Kellic because I was asking Kellic
Oh.
to tell me what was wrong. Yeah.
All right.
take 6 points of psychic damage.
So you see as I like fight that off, like right in my face, right in front of your faces, I almost kind of like have to fight this wave of pain.
I just shrug.
Has this happened before? Does anyone know what is going on with her? Why every time she speaks, we all seem to just flinch?
It could be pretty vicious, but
Yeah.
I think this is a little
This
bit
feels different.
beyond.
My eyes are wide. I'm so confused why you guys think I'm being mean.
No, this hasn't happened before.
I'm
Like this.
gonna try something.
Okay.
I would like to reach out to Olma and I don't know if this is gonna work, but in an attempt to concentrate on the thing that we have all felt since I've taken damage from this, and we all are aware of its source, I'm going to reach out and just sort of like place my hand gently on Olma's forehead and cast Dispel Magic.
That's what I was gonna do.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
I don't know if that fixes this.
You feel yourself cast Dispel Magic. You feel like something went off.
I look at Thessaly like, and I like mime opening my mouth to say something.
If I see Olma do this, I'm gonna like turn to the group and be like, back away.
Well, do I get to make the ability
give her
check for
some
that?
space.
Do I get to make the ability check for that, or is it just doesn't take?
Oh, what's the
It's
description?
the so like I have to make a check using my spellcasting ability,
Mm-hmm.
and on a
If it's-
successful check, the effect ends.
Fourth level
Oh.
or higher.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Shane.
Okay,
Oh,
so okay, I'll have you roll that.
Okay,
Please don't be sorry, by the way. I'm just goofing.
it's just an 8.
An 8. Okay. You do not feel that it catches on
okay,
anything.
I'm gonna walk over to Seeker.
Okay.
And I'm gonna tug. I grab your cloak and I tug you down. And I touch the copper in your ear.
Oh, okay. And I will rub it. And what are you doing? I will cut my hands over my mouth and say, "What are you doing?" To Olma, which you will hear in her head.
Okay.
In my head, I say,
But you will have to speak to respond.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
did.
"Oh, you
Yeah.
say."
Yeah.
Okay, I thought, yeah.
Well-
Okay, never mind then. I thought.
Yeah, you hear it in your head, but you will have to
I try
speak.
to respond in my head because I heard it.
Okay. Seeker, you just get silence back.
Normal.
Was this something that happened during the fight? Did she get hit? She was invisible most of that. I didn't see.
I am shaking my head up and down, like nodding. Yes,
Oh,
there is
all right.
something that happened so I'm just like viciously shaking my head up and down.
Maybe
Olma's prone to certain kinds of outbursts.
Yeah.
Not a,
Sometimes the magic does its own thing, I guess.
that's what she was working with Xavier on.
Mm-hmm.
I shake my head up and down.
Kind of one of the reasons we're doing this.
Shake my head up and down.
Fix it.
For those of us who are new, so she's normally not this mean after
I'd
something
say
like this.
No.
She can be pretty
it's
mean.
about the
Flip.
same.
It
Oh,
really
doesn't hurt.
doesn't
It
hurt.
hurts.
Normally.
That
I'm-
seems
Although
strange.
sometimes the hotheads.
Yes.
Yeah, that always kind of
I'm
hurts.
looking at everyone, just like my brows furrowed because I was not being mean at all, and I'm just like, no.
Olma, you just told us that took too long. If we were stronger, it would have gone faster, and that we were idiots. That's what I heard.
That's what I heard.
Oh,
My jaw
Yes.
drops open. I shake my head back and forth.
Oh,
I'm going to pool ashes into my golden scar, pull them down across my forehead to my nose, and they immediately light up with blue fire. Reverte. And I'm going to cast Dispel Evil and Good,
Mm.
Oh.
and I'm going to activate its effect.
Mm.
You doing that on Flynn or Olma?
Yeah.
Can you upcast it?
It's a toss-up.
Be gone, demon.
Not today, Satan.
Yeah. Well, look, I think we can talk about that later.
Yeah, probably will.
I'm going to attempt to break enchantment.
Oh.
As an action, you touch a creature you can reach that is charmed, frightened, or possessed by a celestial, an elemental, fae, a fiend, or undead. Creature is no longer charmed, frightened, or possessed
Mm-hmm.
by such
Maybe it's not-
creatures.
yeah. Maybe though.
Can you read that one more time? Because I want to give it to you. I just.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That means Oma can't talk. It's gonna be so nice.
As your action, you touch a creature that you can reach that is charmed, frightened, or possessed by a celestial, an elemental, a fae, a fiend, or an undead. The creature is no longer charmed, frightened, or possessed by such creature.
Yeah.
I want to do it,
Okay.
but
No, I mean,
No.
But it's cool.
It's
cool. I'll give it to you.
But it's cool.
I'll give it to you.
Thanks, that's nice of you.
It does say break enchantment.
Break enchantment is such a that's,
Yeah.
that's the wording of it, right?
We're reaching, but I love
Open
it.
We're reaching, yeah. I
interpretation.
mean, look, I have other things too, but I don't think I've.
Wild magic's weird.
So what? So what?
We don't know.
Oh, is it just happen? Is there? There's
There's
no.
no
roll?
check. No, it just
Oh,
happens.
okay.
Yeah.
Kellic cast this on Olma.
I'm just gonna look at him. Do I feel it? I didn't feel anything when it happened the first time.
You didn't
so,
feel anything.
So I just lift my arms up and shrug my shoulders, and I point to my mouth and look at everyone.
I'm gonna gesture just for everyone to get back.
I'm going to cover my ears.
yeah, I guess I'll do the same. I'll
my hands
I'll plug my
over
ears so I
my
can
ear,
here.
yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Leslie?
And
Brim?
I will keep mine unplugged,
So you can
I
test
step
it.
back. I keep my ears open.
and I'll just kneel down in front of Olma and give her a light nod.
What's Brim doing?
I'll step back and cover my ears.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just whisper. Can you hear me now?
You hear Olma.
Well,
Yes, child. You're all right.
Oh,
are you okay?
I give a look to Flynn. It's fine.
What?
Take the
it's okay.
hands
You
off
got
Oh,
there you
okay.
go.
All right. Okay. Okay.
goodness, Flynn.
I'm sorry.
Why are you saying those
It's
mean
okay,
things?
Olma.
I obviously didn't say anything
We
mean.
all heard you
You-
say mean things. Like I get
No.
it. Like,
I said, "Is it gone?" And then I said, "Huh?"
that's
And then
not,
I said, "What?"
that's not what we heard.
Toward the end there, didn't look like what she was saying was matching up with how her mouth was moving.
Right.
I don't think. I think it was some kind of. I mean, that's why I did what I did. I thought maybe some force, some other kind of force was, I don't know, using you.
No, I just lost a little bit of control. I felt that happen. I just didn't know what happened because of it.
And you couldn't tell us because you couldn't speak. Should we have some kind of signal? I feel like we should have maybe done this before. Should we have a signal that, since you know what it feels like, that maybe you can let us know? Maybe like something that's not verbal, or just like you raise your hand, or because I don't know what we're getting into here, but it's probably going to get worse and focused around that.
If we get closer, and if
Maybe
we meet
it'll be more
almost
violent.
relatives,
What kind of is that a smart idea? Having some kind of like signal?
I think that's a good idea.
it just depends on the circumstances.
Yeah, am I supposed to do a signal like when I feel it? Or what? Because sometimes it happens like automatically, and
Maybe if
sometimes
you don't know, I don't know. Maybe if you know it happened, just to let us know that it happened.
So you know the feeling, but you don't necessarily know
What happened?
what's going to happen because of the feeling.
No, I mean, sometimes it's really good. Like, sometimes the people we're fighting go away.
Oh,
I like that one.
yes, that could stand to happen more often.
And then sometimes I go away.
There's
And then sometimes
yes,
I turn
true.
into birds.
Oh,
And then sometimes I turn into sheep.
Oh, that makes
What?
sense.
Mhm.
And then
One time you put up a shield around us. I
one
recall.
time I did that, yeah. And nobody could get inside.
Mm.
We
Oh,
couldn't get outside either, though.
Mhm.
that's
So
a
if you
lot.
can-
That's a lot of different things.
Become someone that can't talk or someone that turns into a different being, what's the signal that you'd be able to do in all those situations?
Well, because as a crow, you don't really have
You can go, wah, ah.
digits.
Flynn got it, though. I went over to Flynn when I was a crow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Seeker, and I will do the thieves' cant symbol for like the hand gesture for like bad juju, something's off. I assume we have one, or a kind of a commonly recognized one in thieves' cant, and just kind of shrug like, "How about that?" Like, she needs her hands.
Well, yeah.
Like count yourself as you
Mm,
do it. What if an object or something, maybe a stone, picking up a stone and putting it, like handing it off somehow? All these creatures
like-
you've been could pick up a stone, like a sheep could pick it up with its mouth.
Or just like spinning around or doing some kind of like movement.
And what if she blinks out of existence? I guess.
When
I
the
can't do
door-
anything if I
Yeah.
blink out of existence.
Yeah.
I think that one we could tell, though. You'd just be.
Yeah, eventually
Gone.
I figured out you were that crow thing, but if I were to see you pick up a stone with a beak and put it back down, then I would probably be more instant. Or spin around in a circle or jump up 3 times. That sounds silly.
As long as it's clear.
But I guess if it works.
Maybe a hierarchical system. First option, second option, third
Yeah.
option.
What were you
That's
doing with
not
your
the-
hand?
He was saying, it's basically saying bad stuff.
Oh,
Not-
I haven't
not
seen
good.
that sign. Is that different from sign language?
I mean, it's a kind
Kind of language.
it's a shorthand.
Huh. You have to show it to me more. I mean, that could work, though. We could do that for one of them.
Right.
Not if I don't have hands.
Right, and then if you don't have hands, you jump up 3 times.
Or the
pick
stone.
up a stone.
Or the
Yeah.
stone.
If there's no
Okay.
stone, you do the jump.
Okay, I'll try all those things.
Okay, we...
Hand signal.
Can you show that signal again?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, I think they could
Brim,
teach
do you-
it to her.
Yeah.
Why don't I just make puppets with both my hands? Because why would I ever do that in life?
There
in
was the
middle-
time you climbed on top of that mausoleum, you know, with the red wolf and the Doirn the Kier ruins, and you were trying to tell us what you were seeing. Remember,
yeah.
you were making little
Mhm.
hand gestures. So just it
Oh,
does
that's
happen.
true. Okay, but I think you would know that that wasn't in this kind of situation.
I guess you could also pick up a stone when you're not turned into something else. So maybe the stone is the thing we do.
Okay, I'll just pick up a stone if there's a stone, and if there's not a stone, I'll turn around in a circle.
All right.
All right.
Okay, hopefully we just see you pick the stone up.
I'll
But,
keep an
yes,
eye out for
Trying
that.
to make sure we see it. And
I'll do what I can. I can't
Right.
always. I mean, I was like way in the woods.
Alma, we're all
when I
doing what
first
we
said
can here,
something.
all right?
We're just
No,
we're trying
it's-
to.
no one's.
it just caused a significant amount of pain to your
next time I
comrades.
feel that, I won't say anything ever. Okay.
Olma.
That's probably a good idea.
Killick. I
What?
don't
Well,
think
I mean,
that
until we
that's
She
figure it
doesn't
out.
know what happens when it activates, whatever this is.
right.
So I'll just stop everything, and I'll wait until someone can tell me what's wrong.
Well, what if we don't know what's wrong without you telling? I mean, in this instance, her
But I'll
words
pick up-
literally
Test
hurt.
it,
So
of course.
but that's not always the thing that happens. Like,
Okay,
what if-
but I'm just saying I'll find somebody. I'll find one of you, and I'll go to you when it happens.
that's fine. I don't want you to feel like it's not your fault. Also, Olma.
Well, it
Let's
is
all
my
keep
fault.
that
That's
in mind.
clearly what we're talking about right
Well-
now. It's like, how can Alma fix the problems that she has
No,
instead of just continuing walking to
it's
like
something
resolve
out of your
issues?
control, Olma, and that's life. And when those things happen to you, you have to deal with them somehow, right? That's
Yeah.
all this is. It's not your fault.
Olma, the hand gesture that Brim just shared, and
I don't want to learn the hand
you don't
gesture.
need to. I'm trying to make a point. The idea is that sometimes things happen that we can't control, and we need to communicate with those around us. That's all we are asking you to do.
I literally just said I'll go and find somebody when it happens.
We're not judging you. You're not bad. We are just trying to protect everyone.
I understand.
Why are you so mad?
I'm not mad. You guys keep telling me the same thing when I've already said I get it, and I'll just stop doing everything and I'll find one of you.
Okay, fine. Flynn, do you want to come with me for a second?
We have to follow the compass.
We do, but I have this, and I hold up the totem that I took out of the pocket that I think activated the...
What's that?
I think the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think this turned it on. Do you want to?
Why didn't you just turn it off?
I don't. There's no button. It's not like it.
Oh.
I know you like to look at creatures we fight, and maybe there's writing. What does the writing look like?
Oh yeah. If I could,
what is the script on
I'll
it?
look over and look at it.
Specifically, what I'm thinking is I want to look at the script and see if there's anything matching it, like on the construct. Like
compare,
Oh, gotcha.
Or if it's an infernal.
What languages do both of you speak?
Common and Elvish.
I'm halfling, Dwarvish, Common, and I can read Infernal. And hear Infernal.
Yes, you understand Infernal.
Really poor
intuitively.
Ancient Elvish.
Seeker, you would be able to see in Elvish.
Nice.
There is like writing on this, but it does appear to be. It's not like words. It's more spell casting. It's these almost in a similar way that Kellic uses these verbal components that symbolize certain things. In a different language, it is tying this totem to the shield guardian.
Yeah, I don't really recognize that. Do you?
Yeah, it's kind of a activation for the kind of
right. And I'll look over at the pile of rubble.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it can really be activated again.
No, I don't think so.
So what do you want to talk about?
Oh, I was going to. I don't know.
Can I have that?
I will look back at the rest of the group.
Do we hear this conversation, or are you guys?
Quiet. This isn't quiet.
I just think.
I just shrug.
I'd like to hold on to it.
Doesn't seem that. I don't know. I doubt this kind of thing is universal. Thaddeus didn't have anything like that, and the thing it controls is quite destroyed. So, why not?
Yeah, I'll flip it over to you.
I'll catch it.
I'd like to check it later to see if it's magical.
Yeah, sure. And I'll kind of just take it and I'll open up my little souvenir bag and plop it in there.
Okay.
I'm sorry I hurt everyone. Does anyone need a potion?
No.
No,
I'm fine.
I'm quite all right.
Oh, good.
Which way are we going, Brim?
I'll look down at my my device.
Okay, you see that it is pointing just about 20 feet ahead of you.
I'll say this way, and I'll start moving in the direction that it. But I think before I do, I just have like a long look at Olma, and just nod, and then turn and walk away.
Okay. As you walk up to these glass figures,
that long look. Like, I'm kind of watching Brim because I don't really trust him.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, would I pick anything? Like, what do I like? Is that like what can I pick up from that?
make an insight check.
Also, do I read anything from that look? Knowing
you can
our
also make
background?
an insight check.
And
And then Brim, you can either do a persuasion, deception, whatever you are trying, and you don't have to say to the group what it is.
Okay.
Well, you don't have to say anything because I only got a 5. So.
Nice. Clean.
Oh.
I have a +7, but that's still only 11. 11.
I got not that good. I think that when Olma looks at Brim, there's a. I think he's remembering, but there's also maybe a glimmer of understanding or shared experience, almost like a I get it.
A kinship.
Yeah, like a kinship. Like a kinship. And then he just turns and walks in the direction.
Okay. Are you all walking over?
Yeah, towards the glass figures.
Towards the glass figures.
That's the direction we have to go to.
that is the direction that
the thing's
Brim's
going. Cool.
amulet is
I
pointing.
follow right after him.
I-
I'm gonna
I'll go.
call
Okay.
out that. Olma, why don't you stay behind me or beside me?
Okay.
Probably best you're not the first thing that they see.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go next to Brim.
I'll put my hood up and I'll grab onto Kellick's cloak so he knows that I'm right next to him.
Brim, you're leading the charge. Anyone else going up with Brim?
Yeah, I am.
Seeker?
Same.
Okay, and Flynn?
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Okay,
be-
as you all approach, you see sort of the formation of these four figures, almost in a line. The first one you see laying down on the ground, almost as though to have tripped on the ground, like sort of laying back on their back, sort of more on their shoulder, looking towards who you would assume to be the assailants, the Red Wolf cultists. There seems to be, with the left hand, almost a reactionary blocking themselves, most likely from this blast. You see in the middle two figures very close together. And the figure that is on the ground, I will say, the figure that is on the ground looks to be an older human woman, probably late 60s, early 70s. Even within the glass, you can see some of the defining features of age within humans. These two in the middle, on the left, you can see what looks to be a younger woman in human years, possibly 40s, just cusping her 40s, and sort of wrapped under her arm, a much older human man, probably even older than the first human woman that you saw. You can see she is sort of wrapped around, trying to give aid as they're running. You can see in the position, the human man is sort of dragging his right foot a little bit. Definitely the slowest of the bunch. But as the three of you are approaching, I'm going to have Flynn, Seeker, and Brim make an insight check.
Okay.
And just shout them out when you got them.
9.
8.
22.
22.
Nice.
Okay. Flynn and Seeker, you are almost taking this as like a crime scene investigation.
Yeah.
You're looking at the facts. Brim, you take an extra second and you step in front of these two. And you see that the closeness of the two, you see the woman looking at the man, you see them locking eye contact. You're able to read into this relationship a little bit more. There is worry beyond a friendship. There is worry beyond even maybe a father and daughter. These two were very close, even though it seems that their age is not at all close. As the three of you walk up to this last figure, this is the only one that is facing the Red Wolf cultists directly.
Right.
You can see she is the youngest of the bunch. In human years, maybe late 20s. Very athletic build, and in the middle of shooting an arrow. You can see that the arrow is about halfway out of the bow before the entire thing has been turned to glass along with herself. With that insight check, Brim, you look at the features of the face. They are all glass, so you can't see eye color, you can't see skin tone, you can't see hair color or anything like that. But you look at the facial structure of this last one, and you see similar facial structure markers to Olma.
Oh.
No.
As all of you are looking over this, I'm going to have each of you make another investigation check.
Investigation?
Investigation.
Yay.
And DM, are they running? Like do they look like they're running away, from where the cultists were? Right.
It seems as though the cultists were pursuing,
Right.
and these four figures were running away. Even though the last one was turned around to shoot an arrow. It seemed that they ran ahead, turned around, got ready to shoot an arrow by the time the rest of the group was catching up.
Right. And last question, which direction is Oaken Gate? Are they running towards or away from?
It is not a direct line, but it would make sense that through the forest, if you are running away from people who are pursuing you, you're probably not going to be able to keep a direct straight line towards your target.
Right.
What were those investigation checks?
17 for me.
15.
11.
19.
3.
Natural 20 for 22.
Go Flynn.
Yeah.
You are, like I said, investigating this like a crime scene. You are looking over every piece of this. And you keep coming back to this first figure, the oldest woman of the group, as she has fallen there on her back, sort of on her shoulder, hand up, left hand up against this blast of glass. But you notice that the right arm is in kind of a weird position. You notice that the right hand is almost in a pointed position. Index finger pointing out.
And I'll kind of like track it. Does it look like the point is going towards where the Red Wolf was? Red Wolf person? What does it point
Not exactly. It looks like it's pointing towards maybe the tree that you and Seeker had been hiding behind.
I'll kind of like follow it along to the tree and kind of slowly get up and walk towards it and go over to the tree.
Okay. You're looking up into the tree?
Yeah, I'll take a once over around the tree. I'll kind of do a circle around and kind of like look for any holes or crevices or anything like that maybe you could hide something.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. The lady on the ground there was like pointing to this tree. You see? You know, her finger is going like it's going right to this tree, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Seeker and Flynn, I'm going to have you both make an investigation check on this tree.
Cool.
Am I able to tell that this woman has almost facial structure or so on?
Are you approaching all of these?
Yeah, I would be. I'm gonna look into the people here.
Yeah. Definitely the closest resemblance to the one with the bow and arrow.
Okay. And is she wearing a necklace that looks like
She is not.
Okay. Okay.
That would have been good. That would have been good.
I'm
What were those investigation checks?
I got a 4.
23.
23.
So I'll hook up to the tree and I'm like start feeling it. I got a splinter.
Ow. Brim, were you doing something?
I think if I get there first, and if Cloak comes up, I'll just look at him. And I'm still so new here. I look at Olma, and
I'm invisible.
Oh, you
but
are?
I'm clutching.
Gotcha.
You can,
oh, you're right.
You can see where my robe is like lifted.
Hand it out. So I'll just look at Cloak and I'll kind of. I think I just gonna give him a questioning look and then dart my eyes down at Olma, and then I just kind of nod my head at Cloak and then I kind of back away a little bit. It's not my place to say something like this.
Okay.
If I have any inclination of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Flynn's looking around the tree. He's looking for like knots in the tree. He's looking for openings, crevices. He's looking under. The roots come up a little bit from the ground. He's looking under the roots.
I don't see anything.
You take a step back and you look up into the tree.
One moment. Look.
And you can see just from one of the branches, maybe midway up, you can see a brown satchel hanging from one of the branches.
I will reach into my pocket, activate my mage hand invisibly, and try and pull it down. Pull the satchel down.
Okay. You pull the satchel down, and as you do, you get about 3/4 of the way there before the strap on the satchel starts to fray and almost starts to break, but then your hand is able to bring it down just before it snaps. It looks like it's been up there for years and has weathered. But it looks like a pretty simple brown satchel.
Oh.
I want to... Well, this was up there.
Well,
I want to kind of examine it a little bit before I want to open it very carefully, and I want to kind of, check it, make sure it's...
Okay. You look this thing over, and the leather on it is thick. It's not delicate and ornate. It looks like a traveling bag. It looks like something that's designed to go with you. It's designed to take a couple stumbles. It looks like a thick bag with a little brass sort of opening, almost like a locket on the front. Doesn't have a lock itself, but it's just this little switch.
We found something, and if I want to try the locket, is it unlocked or is it?
Yeah, all you have to do is turn.
I'll glance at Flynn.
I'm just nodding.
Okay. Do you want to stand back?
I go to open it.
All right, Flynn, you open up this leather pouch, and you look in, and it's got a couple items in there.
Huh. I'll kind of like move it to see. I don't want to go put my hand and pull anything out. I'll just like open it enough so that Seeker and I can both kind of see and maybe identify the items in the bag.
Okay. You look through and you can see within the bag, first thing that catches your eye, you can see a little pouch with, and as you're turning it, you can hear gold pieces in there.
I kind of give a little like raised eyebrow look to Seeker.
You see a couple pieces of paper.
Okay.
And as you're moving it back and forth, you can see the pieces of paper are sort of folded around a couple items. And as you're moving it back and forth, those items fall out, which one looks like a little monocle.
Okay.
Probably brass with a little bit of glass on the inside.
Okay.
And then the other one is just a tiny little shard of a sort of green crystal.
Does that green crystal look like bent glass?
No. You know, bent glass, for the most part, is almost transparent in the greenness.
Oh, okay.
This one is a little bit more of like a foggy green. And bent glass is also a little bit more of like a brighter, almost a lime green. This one is closer to probably like an olive green, a little darker.
So there's two items that fell out. One is a monocle that has a piece of paper attached to it, and one is a piece of crystal that has paper attached to it.
They were both sort of wrapped within these papers.
Oh, okay. And they fell out of the paper.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I would like to grab at least one of the. I'll grab one of the pieces of paper and see if
Yeah, I'll see if the paper was it just there to like wrap it and keep it safe, or was there? I'm going to see if there's writing on it.
It looks like writing parchment, but as you take it out and you unfurl it, you don't see anything.
Okay. And I'll check the bag to see if there's any other items besides the gold.
Though that seems to be
That's it. Okay. Yeah, guys, we found a few items.
At DM, while this has been happening, as Cloak and Olma are over by the statues, where's Thessaly?
I probably just would have tried to stay equidistant from like both sections of the party, and I'm just kind of taking everything in and glancing sort of furtively almost back between Olma and then what Flynn and Seeker are doing, just kind of waiting in emotional support.
I think, Brim. So, this is a weird question, and I don't want to make too many leaps, but these things have all been here for a long time. The Shield Guardians all, rusted. With my insight check from earlier, did I get the sense of, like, this has been here for many years, like this whole site? And then the combination of the resemblance to Olma, like, I don't know if Brim is putting things together at all. What would you think in that situation? Like,
what do you think Brim would put together from that?
He's very insightful, and I think he knows enough about Olma's history. Maybe the fact that like who she was dropped off here by, or at the Oaken Gate by. I think maybe he has an inclination, and couple that with the fact that the device led straight here. Yeah, he knows. I think that with that it clinches it. So I'm gonna go up to Thessaly, and I just like stand kind of next to her, and I would say, I think your friend may need you. And I'll nod over at Olma and Cloak, and then if she doesn't respond, I walk over to the two and pretty much say the same thing. I'm like, hey, guys. And I'll just nod over there. And then Brim will keep his distance. This is not for me to be a part of.
I just give a respectful nod. I'm going to move a little closer to Cloak and Olma, but I'm just watching both of you now specifically intently.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I'll kind of going to notice what's going on, but I'm going to leave them to have their conversation, but I'll be aware of it.
Looking, you would see a practiced stillness in my face, a sort of bedside manner that I've adopted innumerable times. And I would just kind of look, like once I recognize this similarity in the face, I would just look down, and if I could, knowing where Olma is, I would pull the hood off of her and just like try to take stock of what she's picking up.
I look up at Kellic as he takes my hood down, and I look at kind of like all of the glass, and I look back at Brahm, who's walked away, and look back at Kellic. Well, we should keep following the compass, right?
Oh.
Let's keep following the compass.
And at this, I just kneel down. I think we've reached our destination, Olma.
Well, what do you mean? There's nothing here. There's the glass and there's the red wolf, and we can keep following the compass. There's no house here. Well, let's keep following the compass.
We can look on my board. I look up at the woman in front of us. And I look back to the couple that was moving and to the person lying in the ground. I think this is your family.
But you don't know that. And I don't know that. So we should keep looking.
I'll look as long as you like, Olma. But I do think we should take a moment here and think about what we might do to well, it's in me nature to wish to honor the dead.
No, they're not. What?
And these are, well, I think it's likely these are important people in your bloodline.
But even if they are, you don't know that they're dead. They're just glass.
And at this, I'll look up to them. DM, am I able to assess, like, this isn't even a typical petrification from just a first glance, but if I look closer, do I, in the stretch of my imagination from what I know of magic, would there be any potential of restoring these people?
With typical petrification, when a creature is turned to stone, the stone still retains their DNA, their essence of the person.
Mm-hmm.
This is 100% glass.
Mm-hmm.
As if someone had...
They're like dematerialized.
As if someone had created them from glass.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know of any magic that can help this, Olma.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, there's a lot I can do to help people. And probably a lot I don't know about. But seems pretty final.
Well, then this isn't them.
I think, much as I want to agree with you, Alma, I would never forgive myself if I didn't, well, force you to take the time now to give this the due reverence.
But I don't want this to be them. Because if this is them, then that's it. That's the end. And I don't want it to be the end. So let's get the compass and let's keep looking.
And I just grab Olma and pull her into a hug.
It's not fair. This doesn't get to be them.
It's all right, Olma. You're not alone. You're not alone, Olma. We're here. And I'll look up from where I'm holding Olma to Thessaly, and my bedside manner is shattered.
I'll move closer, and I'll just kind of look at you. I'm not going to say anything, but my eyes are sort of asking, like, is there anything you can do based off what I've seen you do before?
And I just give a grim shake of my head. A defeated look in my eye.
I just nod, accepting.
There's some pretty powerful wizards to do what they did. Even in undead.
That was, it's quite some hefty magic then. It's not comforting. Olma?
I just like bury further into Kellick's stomach.
I'll look at Kellick. I know you'd like to send them off properly and in due time. I'm gonna take a moment with each figure.
I was going to and I just like turn my head into Olma's. Is there a way you'd prefer, Olma, for them to go?
I don't want them to go. Maybe we can find a way to reverse it later. Maybe one day. I mean, Hayfree gets to keep a whole slew of statues. Why can't I? Maybe he'll figure it out, right? Maybe he'll figure out how to reverse it. He says there's lots of magic that he doesn't even understand yet, and he's still trying to reverse his own, so maybe he can figure this one out too.
Yeah.
Being able to read their lips, I'm going to put my hand on Flynn's shoulder. And I'm just going to get up slowly and walk over. And the first the first figure that's down that was pointing at the tree, I want to walk over and cast Identify and touch it and see if I can discern like what it was that happened.
Okay.
Interesting.
Can you please read me the Identify spell?
You choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn what spell created it. If instead you touch a creature through the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Gotcha. Okay. So as you cast Identify on this first creature, you get these waves of powerful residual magic energy, but at this point they're echoes. You know that at one point this was a creature that a spell turned them completely into glass. And currently there is no spell cast over it. It is just glass. There is nothing holding it within this state. It is just glass.
Normally, Olma, well, you know how we talked to the corpse not so long ago?
Mm-hmm.
Well, certain conditions that are required for that to work. There's got to be enough left. Enough of the body and soul. And in this case, what we're looking at is more of it's like an imprint. It's not
like a memory. This isn't them as they were. Really. There's not much to it. In Hayfried's void, those statues, there's people inside them. This, for lack of a better way of putting it, we can see right through. Don't know. Certainly I've spent years of my life devoted to things that were a waste, Olma, so I would not begrudge you for trying to find a way to reverse this. But I don't think it's a good idea. I think there's better ways to spend your time.
Well, can't I keep them?
Olma, if you keep these, it'll be a curse. It'll be something that haunts you, that you have to face every day.
Why? Maybe it could just be like a little bit of them. I have no other way of knowing what they look like.
We have some pretty good artists in the group.
Olma,
Maybe we could do a sketch, Olma.
I can make you a portrait. I used to do it as a job, actually. I'm pretty good. So if I take time with everyone's face, and if you give me about an hour, so maybe less if we need to move, but I can do a really, really good job, I promise.
I just want to sit here for a little bit.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
As they're sitting, and I would like to have walked up to Seeker, and after kind of maybe getting an earshot of some of this, I'll just kind of like wipe a tear, and I kind of kneel down next to Seeker and see him cast a spell, and I kind of pull out, I have the monocle and the green crystal in my hand, and I kind of set it down in front of him. Can you do it to these two? Maybe it has some answers. Maybe it can help.
I'll nod, and I'll first I'll pick them up and try and look at the greenstone through the monocle. See if I see anything.
Doesn't appear to be any different.
She was pointing at them. They have to be important, right? They have to help.
You're probably okay. And I will look back over at everyone else. Yeah, okay. I just need some time, and I will sit and perform a ritual to try and identify what they are.
Thessaly, you are taking an hour to draw, correct?
If we have the hour at hand, then I will take the full hour to draw so that I can get that.
Secret ritually, you would have enough time for the paper, the monocle, and the gem as well. But Thessaly, you begin going through and sketching.
And actually, as I perform the ritual, because I pull out the totem, the tribute totem to Loris, and I set it down, and as it comes up, and as I get ready to perform this ritual, I just kind of sneer at it and just always the same question. Where are you? How does this keep happening? And then I will, please help me see what this is. Please let it help. And then I'll go into the ritual and coat myself with the plasma light glass as I go into the trance.
Thessaly, you have an experience drawing and with art, and especially with portraits. Mm-hmm. you know, facial structure, body structure. You think to yourself, it might not be the best to draw them in this state, in this position. How would you like to portray these 4 people?
Much similar to the family portrait that sits at the front of my sketchbook. I will sort of go by height and age. So I would place like the older gentleman sort of in the front, surrounded by the female figures, anyone taller sort of just standing in back and at like a still at ease pose, probably fairly opposite from where they are now, not active at all, but just in each other's company and in each other's presence.
Okay. You take the course of the next hour sketching that. Seeker, what are you starting with of the 3 items?
I'll start with the monocle.
Okay. You cast Identify on this monocle over the course of, it's 10 minutes, correct?
Correct.
For a ritual. Over the course of the next 10 minutes, the monocle's secrets start whispering itself into your ear. You know that this monocle is to reveal something that cannot normally be seen. However, you also determine that in order to be used, it has to be used by one particular bloodline in one particular place.
Okay.
It is not say for example, it is not to see within to another realm. It is to see something in a very particular place.
So I just know it needs a very specific user in a specific place. I don't know technically who that user is or what that place is.
No, the Identify spell would not reveal that specifically to you.
Yeah. Okay.
Next up, paper or gem?
Paper.
Paper, okay. As you start identifying the paper, the normal whispers that come into your head at first are silent. You don't hear anything, almost as if there's nothing to identify from this paper. Until just for a brief moment, over the course of 10 minutes, just for a brief moment, you see what could be writing on the paper before it disappears, almost locked away from your view.
And it just stops there.
And it stops there. For the rest of the Identify, you cannot determine.
That ever happened before? That's new. Okay.
And last up,
stone. Yeah.
As you're casting Identify, the secrets come to you in pieces, in parts, almost as if this is not a full piece, as if it is a portion of something greater. And as you are touching it, you get, and you are familiar with this, you get very brief flashes of another life. Another person. It is not as overwhelming as it was before. It seems that this is a shard of a memory crystal.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Yes.
Jeez.
That's good.
Snap.
Back it up.
But I just get a fragment of it.
But again, it's not the full memory crystal, so it is not overwhelming to you. It is. Yeah, it is just bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Almost as if you're getting a fraction of the information.
Okay. Awesome. So when I'm done, I shake out of the state as the plasma's like kind of running off, and I look over at you, Flynn.
I'm in my book writing something.
Just a slight grin. I think this is going to help.
Yeah?
Yes.
What did he do?
Well, I'll tell. We'll get.
Okay.
Let's get with everyone and
finish writing
give
stuff.
Let's give Olma some time.
Yeah.
This is going to be important.
Could I have been doing something too? Well,
yeah, absolutely.
If this is an hour, would I be able to write down and jot some notes down about the Shield Guardian in my bestiary?
Oh, yeah.
Is that something I could do?
With a full hour, you would be able to get a detailed report on the Shield Guardian.
Is this considered a short rest, or would you short resting, or?
I will consider this a short rest. All of you are actively doing things, but I will consider it a short rest. Yes.
All right, yeah, and I'll put the final dot on the paper, close the book. All right, let's go tell the group, I guess.
And at this moment, Thessaly, you have just completed your sketch.
Should I roll? Alright. Good. I will, if Olma seems like available or open to it, what are you doing right now?
I'm just sitting.
I'll kind of walk up to you and just gingerly show her the sketch of the progress I made. I didn't color it or ink it or anything.
That's pretty, Thessaly.
Do you think I did a good enough job? Do you want me to go over it again?
I just shrug.
Alright.
Do you think you could add me to it?
I absolutely can. I've drawn you before, so that would be more than easy. I was thinking, the more some of the finer work I did was some people really like to have lockets made. And you put a very miniature portrait in, and so it's with you all the time. Is that something you would like?
Mm-hmm.
I can make that happen.
I give Thessaly a look like just of impossible gratitude, just a thankful look.
Olma, do you wanna sit with the book for a little while? Just look at it, maybe take a real good look at their faces.
Maybe later.
All right. I'll put it away, and if Olma doesn't, if she seems okay with it, I'll just sit quietly in her company as I put my book away.
All right. And at this moment, Flynn and Seeker approach the group again.
And is Olma still here? Do you kind of walk and sit down somewhere, or within the group, or
I'm sitting with the in the sea of
in the midst of
Well, I'll wave over to Kellic and I'll wave over to Thessaly and I'll just kind of like bring them over while Olma kind of sits. I'm staying with Olma.
Okay,
I'll turn to Thessaly.
I'll look to Thessaly to go.
We're not like super far away. Just like I just want to be like out of earshot a little bit.
I'll give a curt nod and just, touch Olma's shoulder gently, and I will go see what you have found.
Seeker, we found a backpack in the tree, and the lady, and I'll point to the lady that was pointing. The lady was pointing. You can see her finger pointing towards the tree. So we found some items in it, and Seeker did some magic to find out what they did. I don't want to get Olma's hopes up, but I figured maybe we could brainstorm on a way to use them. Seeker, what do they do?
Well, this stone is like the memory crystal that Lowlander had.
It has memories?
This is just a fragment. So there's another, a bigger.
Are you holding it in your hand?
Yes.
Every maybe 20 seconds or so that you hold it in your hand, you just get the briefest half-second flash of another life. But it's nothing you can really comprehend.
Does it... So you see my concentration breaking as that happens, and I let go of it and pick it up with my mage hand and hold it in front of me. It's this just the smallest fragments of memories. It's not the same as when I touched Lowlander's. Now these, and I grab the paper and the monocle. She was pointing to them, right? I look at Flynn.
Yeah, the tree, yeah.
Okay. So this monocle needs a specific... I tried to look at the gem. Oh, I didn't try to look at the paper. I want to look at the paper.
It seems to be a blank piece of paper.
Okay, I am not the user, but it was worth a try. It needs someone very specific in a very specific place. No, I don't know the place or the person. But then I kind of glance at...
Oh, the person?
Olma.
Mm-hmm.
And... Oh, sorry, it said specific bloodline, yeah?
Specific
that's what
bloodline,
I got.
yeah.
So I kind of glance over all of the figures and then Olma and say, I think we know their bloodline. And this paper, I have never had this happen. I tried to identify it and it would not tell me. I was blocked. Because Laris is a bastard.
Careful, you sound like me.
So we really don't have much?
Well, no, I think we have a lot.
I think we have a lot.
I think this paper, I wiggle it gently, can show us where the rest of And I point to the memory crystal where the rest of this is.
Oh.
Right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they kind of hid it.
Yeah.
So you think Olma could use that monocle and
Read the paper?
If we can find the place where
Something.
she needs to use it, yes. And then she could have the memories of all of these, her family.
And
that would be wonderful.
do you think it would be here? Do you think it'd be a house? Like their home? Where is their home? How do we find that?
Do you think? I mean, should we go to the monastery now? Would they have any answers?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that? I mean, they came to the woods. I don't know if they just came to the woods to escape, or maybe that's where they were trying to get to. It's a little hard to tell.
Maybe sword punch guy over there can use his special compass to help us find he could find them. Maybe he could find the
rest of the crystals
or the location of them.
Yeah.
It's worth a try. We should go ask.
But first, we need to pay some respects.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let Olma tell us when she's ready to do that.
Is she doing okay?
I just shake my head.
Is anyone okay after the death of their entire family?
You know, but
she's holding it together better than I would have at her age.
Yeah.
I will rub the copper earring. Kelek, is it okay if we come over, or should we give her space?
I'm gonna sort of look to Olma and try to just like take her temperature, basically. And
I'm just like staring between all of them.
take your time, but when you're ready.
One more time. I will rub the earring. Keleka, we found something important, and I don't want to rush her, but I think she's the one. I know she's the one that needs to look at this.
Yeah, we need a moment. We'll come to you. Alma, sometimes I, when me mother left, I like to think about what kind of life she led and all the grand things she got up to and people she helped and that sort of thing. And I don't know, it might be too painful now, but I wonder what your family got up to in their lives. Probably lots of exciting things, given what we know of you. And it looks like they shared a lot of love. That's pretty special. Did you ever think about them? What they were doing?
Mm-hmm.
What's something they did in your imagination?
Well, I always just imagined them like a family, so having dinner. And maybe working on a farm.
Well, they probably did. Both of those things.
Maybe.
If they have some kind of home out here in the wilderness, they would have had to have gotten their own food. Looks like this one here was probably a pretty good hunter.
Yeah.
Which one do you think told the best stories?
I don't know, Kellic.
All right. I'm sorry. I think, you seekers found some special objects that were important to these people, and they might be important to you.
Okay.
Do you want to go back?
What do we do with them?
Well, don't know exactly how my magic would affect them, but I could try to lay them to rest. I want to ask Tessie. I know they had something in mind as well. Would that be something you would want?
I guess so. I don't want them to break.
Yeah, me neither. I think if I were to dissolve them, that it'd be peaceful.
Promise?
Promise. And Zachriel's the vow keeper, so it's a good promise.
Okay. And I'm gonna stand up, and before he does anything like that, I'm gonna just like go to each one individually. Ugh. And just like look them up and down and reach out and grab like their hand as close as I can reach to it and just kind of like hold each one. And then I'm gonna turn to Kellic and I'm gonna nod.
I'm gonna look over to Thessaly if I can catch her eye.
You seem to do this part pretty good on your own. I don't think you need me.
No, just nod. Ex quo. And I will begin to dismiss these remnants.
Okay, and as you do, the ashes start to gather around the feet and the ankles and come up to the legs, and before long, the entire form is covered in ashes, and you can see that it's this gentle orange glow that is covering them with ashes. And at this point, you can almost even see the features of the faces even better now that the ashes are sort of outlining, the jaw and the ears and the cheekbones and all that. And then that gentle, warm glow that you're very used to seeing with this spell doesn't come. It is instead replaced by from almost within the cracks that form of the ashes, you can see a much brighter yellow and white light emanating from the inside. As you finish the spell, and then the wind takes the ashes, leaving nothing there. Same with the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And as the ashes of the last glass figure are taken up into the wind, that is where we're going to end this episode. We're going to call it right there. Thank you all so much for listening, and we can't wait to see you all again next week. Bye, nerds.
Bye,
nerds. Yeah. Hey, nerds. Rodney here. Hey, come on in here for a second. I know you're enjoying Venture Forth, and we appreciate it. Please make sure you like, follow, and subscribe on all the platforms you use. Also, make sure to tell your friends so the word can get out there. To go the extra mile, hit that Patreon. Get yourself some amazing and exclusive bonus content, which is also going to help the show grow. All right, later, nerds.